Hey everyone, welcome to Unlimited Power. My name is D-Rod, and it is Thursday, February 22nd. We are about a week away from pre-release of Star Wars Unlimited. I can't tell you how excited I am. Every day I see events happening near me. The nice part about living in Portland, Oregon is people love tabletop gaming. I don't know how, but it's possible I could do 6 different pre-releases in a weekend where I think it would be 6 different stores, which would be pretty crazy. We have events starting as early as 1 o'clock on Friday, 1 p.m. right in the afternoon. And from what I've seen, it's just multiple stores going hard into Star Wars Unlimited. So that's exciting. I know it's growing in a lot of different areas. Some of you have already told me, you know, there's nothing yet there for you, but trust me, it'll come. You know, a lot of stores are, some are being are great and taking a chance on this game. Some are being a little bit wise and being hesitant just because of their own experiences. Every store owner is different. Every store is different on their community, but it is just exciting as we get closer and closer. I'm also starting to see a lot of stores start putting out their event schedules. So one of the big stores around town, they're doing 2 drafts a month. At the end of every month, I can do a draft on a Thursday and a Sunday, so that'd be cool. And that makes me, you know, glad that I sit here and I practice draft on Thursday nights. So here I am. We're going to do a Spark of Rebellion draft as always. If you haven't drafted before, don't worry. I'll be going over the rules as I always do. And we're just going to try and make the best decisions we can, find synergies in a couple of cards that maybe we don't normally see. And that's what draft allows you to do. Gives you that opportunity to try cards out, probably play some that you wouldn't really put together in a constructed deck, but that's because we're playing a very limited format where not all the best cards are going to be in play. And so you may find a medium level card or even a low level card being the card that really gets you over the line and gets you to a victory. So here we are again. It's Thursday. We're a week away from pre-release. Let's just jump into it here on Forcetable, and we're going to go ahead and start a draft. So I'm going to end my last one here, probably the one I did last week with Boba Fett. And we're going to go ahead and start it off. And if you're unfamiliar with Forcetable, it's a great resource that I'm using here. Unfortunately, this is kind of blocked behind a Patreon wall, but I think it's worth it if you love limited formats. I definitely enjoy sponsoring or being a patron of Forcetable because I get to bring content like this to all of you as well. And if anyone's looking to do more stuff with limited, it's a great way to practice. Without having to spend a lot of money. So, because once you're doing events, you'll have that, you'll get the practice, you'll build your community, you'll build your collection. This is a good way to get ready prior to those things. So let's go ahead and start the draft. And for those unfamiliar, if this is your first time seeing a draft video, the first thing you do is you're going to open all 3 packs you have. In drafts, you always get 3 packs to begin with in most games, and Star Wars is going to be similar. So you open up your packs, but you leave all the cards in them. You essentially just want to like pop it open a bit. In there, you should be able to tell if the top card is a leader or something else. The leader is always facing a different direction than the rest of the cards. So you should be able to remove the leader out of the pack and do that for all 3 packs, and you won't know what else is in your pack. That's the goal. You may have gotten a glimpse if you opened it incorrectly, or maybe you just tore through it a little bit more than you expected. That's okay. Just try not to, don't let your opponents always see. They don't want to give them knowledge ahead of time, nor do you want people to suspect that you were peeking in your packs. So once you set those 3 packs aside, you pull out your 3 leaders, and you just want to look at them in your hand. Try not to reveal them to your opponents because you don't want to know what leader you kind of went with. So in this first pack, I have Boba Fett, Jyn Erso, and Chewbacca. Since it's my first pack and it's our first draft, I'm going to kind of go with what I prefer, and that's going to be Boba Fett. He's a great unit. He costs 5 to get out. He can, or to be deployed, you need 5 resources, is what I should say. And he has a great ability of, essentially, he can play multiple cards a turn as long as you're removing your opponent's units. Boba Fett can obviously do this ability if you're reading the card. When he attacks, he can untap 2 resources. And when he's a leader, you can essentially exhaust him to untap or ready 1 resource. So the goal ahead, again, is to use Boba to play multiple cards in a turn. And usually on the turn you play Boba, if you get the right cards, you could essentially use 4 resources or 3 resources, deploy Boba Fett, and trigger his ability enough to where you could probably play 8 resources worth of cards. If we can do that, you'll see what I mean. Other options are Jyn Erso and Chewbacca. Both are high cost units, right? The Chewbacca requires 7 to be deployed. Jyn requires 6. Both of them are good in a limited format, but I want to play a little aggressive. And again, it's our first game of the night. So I'm going to pick Boba Fett as my leader, as I assume most people would. So our next pack is not anything to do with Boba. Neither of them are yellow and neither of them are black aspect units. So we're just going to pick the best one that works for us, just in case. We're going to go ahead and Leia Organa. So she's great for an aggro deck. She has a good amount of health, and she can always use her ability to have 2 rebel units attack at a time. So we're going to go ahead and pick her. And now we're just going to be handed whatever's left. And we're handed a Jyn Erso, who would have thought? So Jyn is okay. She comes out late in the game, so you're gonna need 5 turns, so 6 resources to deploy her, unless you play any ramp. And her ability is okay. It's a static ability, meaning it's permanent while she's in play, and just says while a friendly unit is attacking, the defender gets -1, -0. This doesn't really put you ahead of your opponent. You essentially need to have units to take advantage of this ability, and your units need to be attacking your opponent's units. This just means your opponents may survive, your units may stay alive a little bit longer. It's okay. We can make it work if we have to, but I'm kind of hoping we don't. So what does that give us? That gives us 2 yellow units, so we know we can kind of focus on yellow, and 2 white aspect units. We could go all in Boba Fett, but if the first pack doesn't lean that direction, we're going to be stuck. So it's really smart to kind of focus on yellow cards and white aspect cards this first pack. If we see anything that kind of could do really well, if you're familiar with like quadrant theory, cards that can really help us win or bring us ahead, especially later in the game, that may impact our decisions. But ultimately, we know if we focus on yellow and if we focus on white, then by the time we get to pack 2, we should have a good base of cards and can make a decision on what leader we can actually play. So, because the one thing we don't want to be stuck with is committing to Boba Fett and only grabbing yellow-black cards, and then the rest of the packs, the last 2 packs, no one passes us any yellow-black, and then we have to go with a really kind of janky Leia Organa. Always want to avoid that. So we have our priorities. We're good to go. Let's go ahead and open our first pack. First pack here is loading a little slow, and there you go. So you know how we talked about sometimes there's going to be cards that may just immediately impact our decision. This doesn't. It should be very clear that if you have the leader Boba Fett and you see a card that has Fett in the name, it's probably going to be worth your time to look at. Here, if you look at Fett's Fire Spray, it says when played, if you control Boba Fett or Jango Fett, spoiler, he's going to come to the game soon, as a leader or unit, ready this unit. So that means you play the Fire Spray and then you untap it when it enters play because it sees Boba Fett, and it can attack that next action for 5. Or you can pay 2 resources to exhaust a non-unique unit. So not only does it hit hard when it comes into play, it has the ability of controlling the game. That means you can exhaust any of your opponent's units here, like a Wampa or Super Laser Technician or Bright Hope, things like that. So I guess we're playing Boba Fett. Just because this is a pretty good card, but let's see what else we get. But this is a really solid one. You'll hear people refer to cards in draft as bombs or beatdowns. This fits that description. When it comes into play, your opponent better have a way of dealing with it, or you just pretty much are flying your way into victory in this case. So let's go ahead and confirm the pick. You can see it added here. Love it. Love it. Pick two. This is where we, again, focus on cards that are yellow or white, just in case we don't get enough support. Gamorrean Guards are really helpful because they work with our yellow leaders and units. It says while you control another yellow unit, this unit gains Sentinel. So you pay 4 for 4 for 4. We call that just kind of like a vanilla 4/4, but you can trigger it and it gets Sentinel, and I like it. Let's go ahead and grab that. I also already love how we're getting that Book of Boba Fett feel before we already only in 3 picks. Next pack, same thing. We got a pretty good solid choices here. We got Asteroid Sanctuary, exhaust enemy unit, give a shield to a friendly unit that costs 3 or less. We don't have any units that fit that, but we should. Cartel Spacer is another great one. It's yellow-black, fits into what Boba's doing. Makes sense. Then we got this yellow-white one. I think we're going to play it safe. The Spacer is good, but it's an uncommon. It could come back. Spacer does fit a lot of Boba Fett builds, but I don't want to commit to Boba Fett yet. I want to be a little bit smart just in case there's a big shift in this pack. So let's take the Asteroid Sanctuary. A lot of people would say grab the Spacer because they probably play a lot of Boba Fett, so they know it's good. But again, I want to play a little smart. Smart's not the right word. Little safe. Let's play a little safe. Speaking of safe, we have Greedo. What makes Greedo fun is he's only 1 yellow aspect. He hits for 3, but he could die and hit something for 2, or he misses. So however you like your your Greedo and Han interaction, whether it is special edition or non-special edition, then you get your Greedo of your choice. So he either can shoot a lot or he doesn't. Let's go ahead and pick Greedo. Great pick for yellow players. Next, a lot of yellow black, yellow white there. But again, I want to focus on just yellow. Some of these yellow blacks may come back around. So our choices are Crafty Smuggler and Syndicate Lackeys. Smugglers give you that shield, so it's going to stay alive a little bit longer, but lackeys are going to do what you want to see done, and that is ambush. That means when you play it, you can immediately ready and attack an enemy unit as long as the unit's in play. So you can play it that turn and hopefully remove someone that turn. Works great with Boba Fett, could stay alive longer with Jyn Erso. Syndicate Lackeys is always a great choice. Really anything with ambush is a great choice, but for right now, let's grab the lackeys. What we want to see is a Bosk. That would make that Boba Fett a little better. Again, a lot of good yellow cards here. Pirated Starfighter fits our build, but you need a leader to kind of manipulate the board. That works. Outmaneuver is good if you find yourself maybe not getting a lot of space units and you want to have an option to deal with your opponent who's putting a lot of space units or ground units in play. And Snapshot Reflexes allow you to attack the turn you play it, as well as gives you a permanent +1/+1. I'm going to go with that Snapshot Reflexes, not just because it's great, but because it fits in the Book of Boba Fett. That's the theme we're doing here. I love it. That's such a good series. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. If you love a lot of more Western, spaghetti Western type stuff, very traditional, feels very older Star Wars. It's very good. It's mostly directed by Robert Rodriguez, who does some great movies. You may know him from the Mariachi series, which is Mariachi, Desperado, Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Those would be those films that he's done. Very kind of cheesy, very funny, but always kind of the same vibe of guy comes into town and something's going down, right? It just feels great. And I'm a big fan of Robert Rodriguez for many reasons. So recommend it. Again, if you haven't seen it, check it out. So this pack has really nothing to offer us except for this great yellow-black card, Bounty Hunter Crew. Now we could grab Chewbacca because he's yellow-white just as the backup. But at this point, we have a good amount of yellow-black, and Chewbacca is good, but I have a feeling we'll get enough support to keep Boba in. So Bounty Hunter Crew gives us ambush, and when played, return an event from a discard pile to its owner's hand. Obviously, we choose ourselves, so hopefully we get some good events. All right, packs are coming back around. We're at pick 8. We're going to grab the Spacer. When played, if you control another yellow unit, exhaust the enemy unit that costs 4 or less. So not only is it a good card to play turn 1, it's a good card to play later. We'll go ahead and pick that one now. And here we are. We are back to our original pack. Our original pack is here. We have not chosen a secondary color. So far, we're just yellow and black. I should say a third color. But we could do green. And green is always good with Boba. Get a little ramp, maybe get some good events. So I think we're going to take that resupply for right now. We may switch to red, but we haven't really seen anything great. So, ooh, well, there's some fun blue. Some fun blue. So here we have a black card, a red card, and a blue card. All of these would be good. Inferno 4 allows us to look at the top 2 cards of our deck when it dies and when it comes into play. But the Viper Probe Droid is a great early turn, and it allows us to see our opponent's hand. We're going to take that because Boba is really what we would call mid-range control. You want to kind of have control of the game. You want to know when you should be untapping your resources correctly, what units you should kill, because Boba doesn't have a lot of health, so you want to try to utilize him wisely to take advantage of his ability. So we're going to go with the Probe Droid. Low-cost units are also good with Boba Fett because if you can play multiple units a turn because of his ability, you want to make sure they're low-cost units so you can play like 2 when you should have only played 1. Early on, or maybe 3 when you should have only played 2, etc., etc. This next pack doesn't have much to offer us, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Gladiator Star Destroyer. And Peterson, you're right. 1 week to go. 1 week to go. I believe you already told me you signed up for another pre-release today, and that makes me proud. It makes me, that's what I want to see. I want to feel like I'm not alone. Sometimes I see people and in the groups and be like, I signed up for a pre-release, which is awesome, which is great. And then I think about myself like, well, I'm already signed up for minimum 4. And I don't, it's just like you don't see it a lot. So you kind of wonder like, am I just going overboard? I may be, but I love Star Wars. I've always loved Star Wars. And there's a reason I can remember opening my first pack in like 7th grade. There's a reason why I can remember touching the TCG and Young Jedi and Destiny and the card game and the Star Wars miniatures, Star Wars X-Wing, like all these other things, like they're all important to me, right? They all mean something. So if I'm just going to spend the weekend playing cards all day, like that sounds great. Sounds awesome. So this next pack, we can kind of go with the Mining Guild TIE Fighter as a simple yellow card. Makes sense. It's great in limited play because on attack you can pay 2 and draw a card. That seems good. You may not get the right kind of consistency you want. So drawing cards is going to be really beneficial. The next one is 7th Fleet Defender, though. This card is also good. Has shield, comes in on turn 2 at the earliest, and hits pretty hard for 3. Love it. I think we're going to take the Guild TIE Fighter, though. I like having the draw. It may not survive as long as the 7th Fleet Defender, but card draw matters, and card advantage can win games. So let's go ahead and take it. Ooh, look what came back. Bounty Hunter Crew or Chopper. Since we don't have any white aspect cards, we're going to go with the crew. That's 2 Bounty Hunter Crews, so we got to get some fun events. Hey, look, an event. Not fun, but it's an event. So recruit, search the top 5 cards of your deck for a unit, reveal it, draw it. All right, it's fine. It's a good card because it can get you what you need, especially in limited play formats like this. I doubt we'll use it though. So I would be more likely to play the one that searches for vehicles, just because I think it searches for a couple more cards and you can pull out Boba Fett's ship, the Fett Fire Spray, the family ship, I should say. So we finished pack 1. Let's take a quick look here. We have 6 ground units. Look, they all fit our colors. That's great. They're all yellow. They're all yellow or yellow black. Here we can see we dipped our toe into green, but we're not fully committed. Fett's Fire Spray is really going to do the work for us, I believe. And Asteroid Sanctuary is one of our yellow events and 2 green ones. So what do I want to see? We know Boba can kind of control the board a little bit. We have some good amount of low cost and ambush units. I need to see some good events. I would love to see a Bosk coming up. And I really got to pick a 3rd color. So I would prefer to see some blue events that can kill other units. Green events that can kill units. Talking about Overwhelming Barrage, Strike True. Or some red cards as well. Open Fire. That'd be great. Probably just Open Fires. There may be a couple other red events I'm missing. Most of them are like Force events, which I think is really cool to think that we have Force cards that are aggressive. I really think that's neat because if you've played a lot of Star Wars games, you don't normally see Force users with that aggression ability. And I think finally we're seeing cards that fit that flavor very well of. If you're doing dark side stuff, I mean, even though like one's a force throw, but like force lightning feels good that it's that red aggression color, right? Rather than control. So anyway, let's jump into pack 2. We're committed with yellow black. We have the build. It's just, what is our next color? Do we continue with green or do we go somewhere else? We're gonna let the packs decide. Next pack, foil wolf. I like wolf. We get another bounty hunter crew. We're gonna take a look at our yellow cards first. Bounty hunter crew with that ambush, snapshot reflexes, which allows us to activate that turn. Surprise strike, hit someone for +3 when you play this event. And I had no choice. 7 cost event. It's a trick. Choose up to 2 non-leader units. An opponent choose one of those units. Return it to its owner's hand and put the other on the bottom of the owner's deck. I think that's really neat. We would need the green to make it work because we wouldn't be able to cheat this out with Boba. We would need some hard resources. So it's a commitment. It's a commitment. The thing is, I don't think anyone's going to take this card. I don't think the AI is going to take this card. And I don't know if anyone in a group would take this card. I think it's a big commitment, and I think it'll come back around. So I'm going to go ahead and take another bounty hunter crew. Give me that good 6-drop ambush. And let's move on. Pack 2, we get Asteroid Sanctuary, foil, shoot first. Smuggling compartment on attack, ready a resource. Only put on vehicles though. Outer Rim Headhunter, as long as you control a leader unit, you may exhaust a non-leader unit when it attacks. And Swoop Racer. Swoop Racer is a fun 4/3, just got released a couple weeks ago. Then we're going to go ahead and take Shoot First. I'm a big fan of Shoot First. It protects our unit and may be enough to kill somebody, and it's a low cost event, so we can stick with that. Next, a second Greedo and a foil Smuggler. I like those units. What else is here? We got a blue, make an opening, give a unit -2 this phase, heal 2 damage from your base. Seasoned Shore Trooper, which is also really good with someone like Boba. And we have the event Strike True. A friendly unit deals damage equal to its power to an enemy unit. A lot of good choices here. A lot of good ones. Greedo's great. We don't have a lot of events to make him work, and so's this crafty Smuggler. I mean, really everything's good. We just haven't committed to green, so it makes the Seasoned Shore Trooper seem a little silly. I'm going to take the Strike True. Let's see if this works. All right, pick 4. A Swoop Racer. Really, it's all yellow this turn. I'm going to take the Syndicate Lackeys. I like the ambush. They come out. They hit hard. That 5 just makes such a big difference. I think it's so good. All right. Pick 5 of pack 2. We got a resupply. I'm going to go and take that resupply. I like the idea of using the... let's see, who are they again? As I forget their names. Bounty Hunter crew to kind of grab resupplies. May be helpful in getting us where we need. Just that extra resource, especially if we get the card we're hoping comes back around. All right, here we have a disarm. Give a unit at -4 for the phase. It's good protection, but it doesn't really give us that Boba Fett ability we're hoping for. Oh, here we have 5th Brother, 97th Legion, and General Gideon Hask. Sorry, I have not got a chance to play with Gideon. I should build something with him. I saw the hyperspace of this guy today. It looks so good. If you're unfamiliar with Gideon, he's from the Star Wars Battlefront 2 video games. Great series. Yeah, really solid there. So he's a 5/5 for 5. He's blue-black, and when an enemy unit is defeated, give an experience token to a friendly unit. Well, Boba's all about killing units. He wants units to be defeated. I just don't know. We're not heavy into blue, but it is a commitment. It is a commitment if we go that direction. Ding, ding, ding. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it. It's one pick, and we're pretty much halfway through the pack. So it would be a big swing. We've only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 cards we would do. I'll grab it. I'll grab it. This would be like that instance of like someone passed me a foil Gideon Hask. I think I'll take it. All right, pick 7. Pick 7. Another Gamorrean Guards. We don't have much Sentinel, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that there. And here we get a Shoot First. a Viper Probe Droid, a Crafty Smuggler. All good. Let's take that shoot first. I think we're going to find ourselves doing some immediate damage to opponents when we can. And finally, we got our first pack, came back around. Nothing really fits what we're doing, so we're going to take that Snapshot Reflexes. Same thing here. Nothing's going to fit necessarily what we're doing, so we're going to take the Outer Rim Headhunter. It's really decent. It can feel slow with someone like Boba, but that's okay. That Greedo came back around, so we're going to grab him. Surprisingly, the event I thought was going to come back around did not come back. Let's grab that TIE Fighter. A lot of low-cost units. Grab the Militia. He gets Sentinel when you have 6 or more resources, and the Dispatcher. So we didn't really decide on a color. We went a little green, but mostly we got more yellow here. Our lackeys, look at our ambush. Once we hit 5, we're just hitting everything when we play cards, which is good. It's going to make up for the lack of kill events we got. As far as space units, we have all of these are playable if we stick with green. Some good low cost, some good ramp. I think that's good. Double resupply, double shoot first, a strike true. Okay. Well, unless we get a bunch of awesome blue cards, we're going yellow green. Yellow green. Oh, that legendary Force Lightning staring me in the face. Hey, look, Super Laser Technician and Syndicate Lackeys. We're going to go with Super Laser Technician. When it dies, we can put a resource, put it into play as a resource and ready it. So we're going to grab that now. How do I grab that resupply? I'll grab this other Super Laser Technician. We'll go with that. I'd rather go with the unit. Pick 2, pack 3. Seasoned Sword Troopers only gets stronger the more resources you have in play. So once you hit 6, he's pretty tough. Traders, though, is really good in limited format because you can just take a unit that maybe you didn't have an answer for and it's yours. So we're going to grab that. Ooh, another Gamorrean Guard, a Seasoned Shore Trooper, and a General Tag. We're not playing many troopers, so let's go with the Gamorrean Guards. We have a lot of low-cost units, so the Shore Trooper is solid, but I'm okay passing. Here's what I need. Bosk, ambush, and when you play an event, deal 2 damage to a unit. I need some events. I need a few more events. If only this was an event. Snapshot Reflexes, that'd be great. Oof. Cell Block Guard with the Sentinel or Disarm. I think I'm going to take that Disarm now, just because I got a Bosk. And I just need to fill a few more events here to keep it going. And who's passing this? Who is passing Fet's Fire Spray? This is pick 6. This means 5 other people couldn't commit to Fet's Fire Spray. You're going to give me 2 fire sprays in a limited format? Oh, man. I would just go home a happy camper. I understand they're rares, so it could happen, but I'll take 2. My opponent's not going to be happy about it at all. All right, we got Snapshot Reflexes, and we got another Syndicate Lackeys. Both are good. I don't mind it. Let's grab another Syndicate Lackeys. And next card here, we need some events. So let's grab the Tactical Advantage here. Gives us a +2/+2. Another Lackeys, another resupply. I'm gonna grab the Disarm. Thought about that resupply, but I think the Disarm is going to be a little bit more fun. Last, we'll pick the Seasoned Shore Trooper. Again, he gets stronger. He's low cost. He becomes a 4/3 once you have 6 resources. So we'll pick him. Hey, another Strike True made it back. This card's great. A friendly unit deals damage equal to its power to an enemy unit. Yeah, dealing damage equal to our power. It's also a really good loot card. Like, I know it's basic, but I like it. I do like it a lot. And now we have Pirated Starfighter and Snapshot Reflexes. Last I checked, I think we only have around 7 spaceships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was I wrong? There's only 6 spaceships. So I can go with another Snapshot Reflexes, really just making my guys tough. Or go for the Pirated Starfighter. I'll go with Snapshot. Mostly because I don't want to bounce a card. Hey, another event, and it's green. All right, we have drafted our cards. Let's check our draft pool one more time. 19 ground units. You can already see 2 are not playable, so that's 17 ground units. All space units are playable. All upgrades are playable. All events are playable. As long as we're going Boba Fett. So let's build it. Choose your leader. Boba Fett, please. We need a green base. So let's take Command Center, just to be on theme since we're villains. Straight out of that Death Star there. And really all of these these units are solid. They are really good. So we're going to grab the Greedos, the guards, the bounty hunter crew, Bosk, the shore trooper, the laser technicians, the lackeys, the probe droid, and militia. So this is where, there we go, 17 ground units. Same thing, all of our space units, same thing. These are all worth playing, right? Spacer has ability of exhausting a unit. Fire spray is going to control the board. It's also a bomb. Gladiator Star Destroyer gives you Sentinel. TIE Fighter is going to allow you to draw some cards as you play. And Headhunter's just low cost with some slow control mechanic. You're already going pretty slow with Boba anyway, so I'm not a big fan of trying to put too many of these in your deck, just because you need a lot more support to kind of keep that slow build successful. All right, 24 cards, that's only 6 left, so I'm sure I'm going to make some changes. I'll probably drop maybe the Homestead Militia. Probably the Homestead Militia. Drop the Militia and maybe the Technician. Because we really want events for Bosk and we want events for Greedo. So we definitely want to put a few things in here. So let's start with the things we know are going to do some damage. Shoot first and strike true. Both these may give us the advantage we need of taking out a unit before they hit us. So I think that's good. That leaves us 3 spots left, and I'm going to go ahead and take all 3 resupplies. All right, so that is 30 cards, but I think I want to make some changes for some other units. So we dropped the Militia. I think I'm going to drop the Super Laser Technician as well. I think that's good. I wouldn't mind seeing my opponent's hand or not, but I think we'll drop it. And as far as space goes, this only puts us about 22 units. I think I'll drop the Headhunter for now. The nice thing about draft is once you play one game, you know, if it didn't work out, you can just go back to your card pool and make some changes. So this gives us 2 more spots. I may just play 2 snapshot reflexes or just play the Traitorous. Traitorous is a little better because it gives us a character, a unit. Sorry, let's take the Traitorous. And we could keep a unit alive with the Asteroid Sanctuary, but let's take snapshot reflexes. All right, let's try this. So we're running 7 events, 2 upgrades, and a total of 21 units. Heavy units, but all of them are going to do something, and if we're lucky, we'll be able to play multiples in a turn. Okay, let's go ahead and hit that game board. Okay, so for some reason, man, I gotta ask the guys, is Sabine always going to be your first deck you play against in draft? But here she is. If you're unfamiliar, she can exhaust herself to deal 1 damage to each base. She comes out when you have 4 resources, and she's a 2/5. That means I don't have much that can kill her. I'd have to have a good unit and some strike true, or I hit her with the Syndicate Lackeys, but I'm not going to have Syndicate Lackeys out that early. So we'll see how we do. But Boba has, when the enemy unit leaves play, you may exhaust this leader. And if you do, ready your resource. He enters play when I have 5 resources. So we're not going to take a mulligan. I kind of like what's in my hand anyway, but I prefer not to take mulligans. We are going to go ahead and drop 1 lackey and 1 resupply. We know we have multiples of those playsets, actually. We're just going to go ahead and play 1 unit. Mining Guild Fighter can draw a card if he survives. Opponent plays Green Squadron A-Wing that has Raid 2. It's a great card to pair with Sabine because it's very aggressive. Hits for 3 when it attacks. So, oh, that's a great question, Peterson. How do I feel about, or how do I like the reveals for the showcase leaders that came out today? If you're unfamiliar, it's already been going in a lot of socials. All the leaders, or majority of the leaders got spoiled today. I saw Who was it? Grand Inquisitor. That was one. IG-88. Jin Urso. Cassian Andor. Who else? Grand Moff Tarkin. I really enjoyed that Tarkin. I really enjoyed Tarkin. I saw that. Thought that was really cool. IG-88 looked good too. Again, I think IG-88 looks great. I just don't think he plays very well, or as well as I would like. All right, we're gonna drop the Greedo and we're gonna hit resupply. I don't want to use a second resupply in my resource pile. So we're gonna resupply, take us to 4. That means next turn we'll be able to put out Boba a turn early, which is great because we're gonna be able to stay on top of Sabine here. Let's go ahead and deal 1 damage to the Green Squadron A-Wing while we can. It can't kill us, it only hits for 1. So if it wants to swing into us, it can, but we can afford to do 1 damage to it. And we're gonna take the initiative. We don't have anything to use Boba Fett's ability because we didn't get any of our damage events. Ooh, look, shoot first, there it is. That is helpful. Sorry, Seasoned Shore Trooper, you're gonna go. We can now play Boba Fett. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Shoot first with a Mining Guild TIE Fighter right into the Green Squadron A-Wing. Pay 2 resources and draw a card. What else am I doing this turn? I can pay 2 and I'm gonna untap 1 using Boba's ability. We can put Boba into play and untap 2 more. This requires doing a little bit of math. I'm too tired to do the math. Just gave up on that. All right, we killed the unit. Ready a resource. Let's do it. Well, ready a resource. So we have 3 resources left. Opponent plays Wing Leader, so this Battlefield Marine sucks. He's tough. He's tough. I don't know if I want to go right into him yet. Let's pass. Let's pass. There it is. Battlefield Marine's going to swing. He swings for 5. We're at 20. Our opponent's at 28. Their favor. They're going to put out Sabine this turn, but we're going to put out Boba Fett now. Here he comes. He's a 4/7. Sabine uses her ability before she gets deployed. Makes sense. Now I can kill Boba, or I can kill Sabine when she comes into play with Boba Fett. Or I can swing with Boba Fett now and untap 2 resources with his ability. And then we have 5 resources to play with, meaning Boss could come in and hit Sabine, no problem. Options, options. I think we're going to swing with Boba. Boss can afford to take a couple of points of damage. Boba hits for 4, ready a resource. There we go. So now we have 5. That's how Boba works. We played some cards, and now we have 5 more, and it's essentially we got to use 8 resources of cards in a turn. Way before our opponent. Trigger Bosk's ambush ability. Swing on Sabine Wren. She'll only hit Bosk for 2. He's dead. Opponent takes the... Oh, I don't kill it. I forgot. Bosk hits for 4. Lackey's hit for 5. Yep. All right. Let me remember that. Good news is I keep the initiative. Keep the initiative. I gotta remember, Bosk is 4, lackeys are 5. Sometimes I get them confused. There you go. Lackeys are 5. So these type of mistakes are how I will remember. That's always how I feel about playing mistakes. Hey, look at Strike True. Okay, we'll drop the resupply now that we're already at 6 resources, so we can play the Fett's Fire Spray. But I need to get rid of this Battlefield Marine, and I gotta get rid of Sabine Wren. How am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? So Strike True can deal damage equal to its power to an enemy unit. So what we're going to do is play Strike True on Boba Fett, deal 4 damage to Battlefield Marine. Use Bosk's ability to do 2 more damage to a unit. We're going to choose Battlefield Marine, and he's dead. Perfect. He is dead. Boba Fett's going to swing into Sabine Wren, and we're going to untap 2 resources thanks to Boba's ability. Get rid of their leader. Boom. And then they play this Jedi Agitator, which does nothing. I just don't think he's ever cool once your leader's gone. So we don't have to worry about him. We got 5 resources, so let's play the lackeys. Did you know the lackeys hit for 5? They do. They hit for 5. Ambush, swing for 5. Lackeys take 2. Board control is ours. Let's take 2 more points of damage. They're at 23, we're at 14. That's okay. We are good. We are good. We've taken out most of their units. We have a Fett's Fire Spray coming into turn. They're going to go first next. I kind of want to keep the Mining Guild TIE Fighter, even though it can take out the Wing Leader. Let's go. 18 to 14. Pass. There's no way the AI is going to surprise me with anything crazy. I like where we're at, so we're going to hold on to all of our resources. Out comes a Occupier Siege Tank. Now it has 4 health and it hits for 5. I want to kill this thing in 1 shot because I want to avoid the grit. So that's not hard. Not hard to kill that in 1 shot. We're going to play Strike True. And we'll use Bosk. Kill the Siege Tank. And then we got 2 more damage to split up in any arena. We're just going to go for that Wing Leader. Get him out of there. Easy kill. Easy kill. All right. Now we're going to swing with... yeah, we'll swing with Boba Fett. That's fine. We'll take 3 damage. I'm not scared of the Green Squadron A Wing yet. Ready 2 resources. That gives us 5 more. It's 10 to 13. That's okay. Let's play the Guard. He now has Sentinel. And we just have a great bounty hunter crew right now. Bosk, Gamorreans, Syndicate lackeys. For some reason, I'm forgetting their species. They are Pikes. They're the Pikes. P-Y-K-E-S. Pikes. Swing on the base. 3 to 10. Well, how things have changed. It's game over, man. It's game over. What do you got? What do you got, Sabine? Okay, garbage. Cool. You got garbage, and I got your leader. It's mine now. All right, play the Bright Hope. I'll let my little pig guys take it. Boom. Good job. I liked it. We weren't really dealing with much there. Once we survived that assault, we had enough support. Again, once you play enough Boba Fett, you kind of know what you want to draft. And there's a reason why Boba is being talked about as one of the tier 1 decks in the game. Don't let that mess with you at all. If you're not a Boba fan, you don't really want to play Boba, that's okay. There's other decks. And this is always the first set, and cards are pretty limited. You know, there's always going to be some decks that are just better than the rest with such a limited card pool. By the time we get to set 2, you'll see a variety of new decks going to take its place. Boba may just have his season. This was very similar to Destiny when Jango and Darth Vader were pretty much the 2 decks you play. Jango you would play, I can't even remember who you'd pair him with, and Vader you'd play Tusken Raider, but yeah, it happens, just seasons. Let's go back to the draft and go again real quick. Put that back in there. Who are we playing? Boba Fett. Red Boba versus Green Boba. This Boba Fett, though, has a little bit more health because the AI wants to get a little harder when you win a draft, and it gives it +4 health. So if we can do 30 damage, it's a success. If we can do 34, well, I just feel better. So no mulligan for us. Can we do it with what we have? Hard decisions here. Greedo, we can play this turn. Season Short Trooper, we can play this turn. We're going to drop the Star Destroyer. I want to hold on to that resupply. I'll drop the Short Trooper. AI plays Cartel Spacer. What do you know? It's a card we're playing in our deck. Makes sense. Here comes Greedo. They're going to take the initiative. We can play 1 more card, but there's nothing for us to do with Snapshot Reflexes yet. So let's hold on. Hey, a second Greedo. We'll get rid of him. All right, AI goes first, and they play an Asteroid Sanctuary. Good thinking, good thinking. No Greedo for us. Let's get ahead. We'll resupply then. I was ready for them to drop a unit. We use Snapshot Reflexes and just hit this, whoever it is for 4 right there. So let's take the initiative. We're 1 resource ahead of our opponent, so I feel good. Season Shore Trooper is looking good. TIE Fighter's probably going to die, but he can get rid of the shield. We'll drop the Bounty Hunter crew? Ambush is so good. Tough decisions, tough decisions. We'll drop the TIE Fighter. We're gonna go focus on ground. Focus on ground. We're at 5, so that means Boba can hit play this turn. We just need to use his ability beforehand. Let's see here. We need them to play a ground unit, so Greedo can kill it, and we can untap a resource. Let's pass. Hey, Swoop Racer. Okay, that works, that works. Greedo can go ahead and kill. Let's do that. Let's get it off the board. Maybe we'll trigger an event and take off this shield token. Greedo dies. Discard a card off the top of our deck and deal 2 damage to a ground unit. Oh, it's ground. No. So we'll say no. Here comes Fortuna with the shield. Okay, okay. You know what stinks? We didn't have to play, or we didn't even use a resource, so we didn't have to use Boba's ability. Whatever. We'll just deploy Boba now. Cartel Spacer hits us for 2. Bib Fortuna is going to be a pain, so we'll just put out the shields here. Bib doesn't have Sentinel. I guess let's just get the shield out of here. So 5 damage on Bib Fortuna. We're going to take 1. Ready 2 resources since we had a unit. We had a unit leave play this turn, and we'll play the Short Trooper. We'll pass. Ground control is ours, but we're down by 8 health points. I think we'll be okay. Go ahead and put down that 6 resource. We can play the Bounty Hunter crew if we need to, or strike true. Wow, good job. Outmaneuver. Choose an arena, exhaust each unit in that arena. Smart move, smart move. And you know what? I can't kill Cartel Spacer with strike true because of the shield bonus. But I can kill Bounty Hunter or Bib Fortuna. Do I want to waste strike true? I think I do. Let's do it. We'll go here and here. And it's gone. I should have saved it for Boba Fett, huh? Well, Boba Fett's going to hit for 4. Let's see what he does. We have shield, so he's just going to kill the guard. He'll trigger his untap ability. Plays 5th brother. Okay, and then he hits us for 2. 24 to 34. We're down by 10. Board control, I'd give to him at this moment. We got some answers. We got some answers here. A couple of ambushers and a strike true. Seems good. So we're going to go ahead and play Bounty Hunter crew because we want to pull that strike true back into our hand. And we'll take out Boba Fett. Let's get him out of here. Bounty Hunter crew will die. That's all right. Strike true comes back to our hand. Imperial Interceptor has no one to hit since we had no space units, and we'll just let the Shore Trooper take out the 5th brother. There we go. We're still standing. Boba Fett has a full amount of health. This Viper Probe Droid takes a look at my hand, so I'm sure he wasn't that excited. Let's finally get some damage on the board here. 5 to be exact. Ready 2 resources, even though we can't use them. And it's 22 to 29. That gap is a little bit smaller. Let's take the initiative. We'll go first. Take out this probe droid. And we got some good stuff here. So we got lackeys. We got Bosk. I think I'm going to drop... Let's see. We're at 6. I could run Bosk, take out the probe droid, and play an event after I do Boba. Right? Yeah, 5 will give me 1. I untap 2. Okay, yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. I'm going to hold on to the lackeys. We're at 6. Play Bosk. Trigger the ambush. Swing on the probe droid. So probe droid's out. Bosk is still alive. AI plays a TIE Advance just to give more power to this interceptor. Let's swing with Boba Fett. And then we're going to ready 2 resources. This allows us to play Strike True. And we're going to get rid of 2 of their units right now. So let's use Boba. Take out the interceptor before it can hit us. And then we're going to use Bosk's ability to do 2 damage to a unit. We're going to take out the TIE Advance because it hits for 3. I like it. It's 24 to 20. But not for long. There it is. 2020. Tie game. Tie game. If it was 0-0, it'd be 0-0. All right, shoot first, Bounty Hunter crew. I like where we're at. We're good at this 6. Let's hold it here. As long as we kill a unit, we can play a 5-drop card and a strike true this turn. And guess what? We can kill units all day. That's not hard. That's not hard at all. This will get another strike true in our hand. I don't need it though. Let's play shoot first. Attack with Boba Fett. Kill the snowtrooper. Deal 2 damage to a unit using Bosk's ability after we ready a resource. There we go. We get rid of the cartel spacer. They play a Bosk to hit our Bosk. All right. Well, that happened. That's not really a big deal to me. Ding, ding, ding. Let's play another strike true. We'll take out that cartel spacer. Finally, he's out of here. And I don't really want to deal with the Bosk in play, so we're going to get rid of that. And we have 3 ambush cards left. So if the opponent wants to play the ground game, none of his units are going to last. We got Boba out here. It's a tie game. We'll drop this resupply. We're not going to pay 3 to play it. Without a Bosk in play, it's kind of pointless. Here comes the lackeys. Or the racer, sorry. You know what? That's so cool. Let's take it. It's ours now. Sorry, bro. Boba Fett just jacked your ride. Swing for 5, 15 to 20, our favor. Nothing else to do. We'll pass. I could have taken out the probe droid, but no point. No point. Nothing to play. Out comes Crafty Smuggler. Give that man a shield. We're going to play Bounty Hunter crew. Trigger the ambush ability. Swing on the probe droid. Probe droid goes down. Bounty Hunter crew allows us to get an event. We're going to go ahead and take the strike true. That's great. They play the Ardent Sympathizer. We're going to use Boba Fett here. Swing for 5. Ready 2 resources. And we're going to play strike true now. And let's get rid of the Ardent Sympathizer there. Yep. Nothing to worry about here. Swing for 4. Slower game, but very control. Again, I've only put 7 resources into play. I have nothing but good cards. We finally see a Fett's Fire Spray. That's great. So, pursuing the bounty. Oh no! No good to me dead. Oh no. What will I do? What will I do? We'll just play this. Untaps. Who would have thought? Untaps. Attack with a unit. Yeah, we'll just play shoot first. Choose the fire spray and hit for 6. The end. Good times. It looks like we're drafting again. That was our first draft. That took a little bit longer than normal, but I had fun. Let's go back. So we went ahead and drafted Boba Fett. That was fun. We had a lot of good cards here. You can kind of see the synergies. Bounty Hunter crew, Gamorrean guards, the Shore Trooper. Really, what a lot of things that helped us get there were those resupplies. But you can see using Boba's ability, we were able to use a lot of events multiple times, or use them multiple times in a turn, thanks to like just playing Bosk and then being able to untap, and then we had 3 resources left. Once we got to 6, it was just really cool, right? Like I play Bosk, then I play a strike true. I just did 5-6 points worth of damage, and I had an ambush unit interplay. Seems great. And when you're playing stuff like the Bounty Hunter crew, where you're bringing back your kill events and you have Bosk in play, you're finding more synergies. So it worked out. Let's go and draft again. We're not going to draft a second Boba. We're going to hope for something else. Start the draft here. And we got Grand Moff Tarkin, Jyn Erso, and IG-88. 2 popular cards that will always kind of come back into your pool. Grand Moff Tarkin. I know I've already done a villain deck, but Tarkin's good. Tarkin does require you to play Imperial units, but the ability to put experience tokens on an Imperial unit can take a low-cost, slow game and work into your favor. So if you start putting a lot of experience tokens on a TIE fighter, then by turn 4, it already hits for 6. Like, that's crazy. And you've just been doing incremental amount of damage every turn. So let's say Tarkin. Again, this is one of my favorite cards I saw today. Second pick is 2 heroic. We're going to take Jyn Erso, yellow, white. I am in 2 different colors. And guess what? Guess what get passed around? Jyn Erso. No one's ever passing me a Krennic or I don't know. Sometimes I forget the other leaders because I just get past Jyn Erso so many times. Krennic would have been great. Chirrut would be great. They know that. But here we are, 2 Jyn Ersos. You may find yourself in this situation. Do I want to play Jyn Erso? No. What if all my cards are really yellow-white? Also, these are completely different color combos. I can't play both. I can't commit to a lot of black cards because if I do, like, I gotta hope I only get black cards. What if everyone else in my pool is playing villain? I'm gonna be stuck. So this first pack's really gonna decide where we're gonna go. It's gotta have what we need to build. Now the nice thing is I can grab yellow cards. I can grab white cards. Because I can, like lackeys here, lackeys and Jawa, those can work with Tarkin as long as I'm playing Tarkin with a yellow color, right? So that works. Here's a great card for control, defeat a non-leader unit. Well, that looks better with Tarkin. And an Imperial unit, which is also important for Tarkin. I think I'm going to play it safe, and I'm going to go with a 1 yellow card, and it's going to be Waylay. Let's go Waylay. Does anyone love that I just picked a common? Like, that's what I did. Like, I just picked the simplest common out of it just because I'm just like, what's happening? Now, what just changed my mind is Overwhelming Barrage. I love Overwhelming Barrage. This card should not be an uncommon, but it is. Give a friendly unit +2/+2 for this phase, so they're strong the whole action phase. Then it deals damage equal to its power divided as you choose among any number of units. If we talk about drafting quadrant theory, this is a card that when you play it should either get you ahead of your opponent by wiping the board and you finally recovering. Or 2, it's going to tie you with your opponent, right? It's going to balance you out finally, where you feel comfortable with where you're at. It's a great card. It's hard to pass. We're taking it. It's green-black, but it is a decisive card. Decisive. All right, we got some yellow. We got some Colonel Yularen. Big fan. He's Imperial. Big fan of this guy. Empower the Dark Side. Pods. I don't know what people are abbreviating it, but it's an edict if you play Magic. It's a great card. It's great art. Give it to me in hyperspace. Give it to me on a playmat. Love a playmat. Good card here. It would commit me going to blue, so instead I'm going to take Colonel Yularen because I know I'll be playing some green now. All right, Palpatine, my boy Palp made it in. 8 cost. We're going to need some ramp if we're going to go that red route. Some good red. It's close. He is Imperial. He does deal 6 damage divided as I choose among enemy units. So when you play him, he can again get you ahead. But he's 8. He's 8 resources. Let's live. Hey, look, Super Laser Technician. I think if we're going to go for that black-green combo, we need someone who's going to get us there. Super Laser Technician will get us there. All right, Emperor's Legion can return each unit in your discard pile that was defeated this phase to your hand. That's not bad. Probe Droid is Imperial. Look at your opponent's hand and the Siege Tank. We're going to take the Siege Tank. I like the Siege Tank. We can ramp into it. It has grit and it's Imperial, so we can make it stronger. And here we go, pick 7. We're close to our starting hand here, starting pack. We take this foil Fallen Lightsaber because it's foil, and what would you do? What else would you grab if you were trying to have some fun and you saw that in your colors, right? Gladiator Star Destroyer with that Sentinel. It is Imperial as well as a low-cost Legion Snow Trooper. I'm going to take the Snow Trooper because I need to see a couple of low-cost units to give us some time. Out comes Laser Technician, Imperial, and Ramp. I'll grab a third one. Nope, no question about it. I'll take that third one. And I'm going to take Power of the Dark Side. I may not play it, but if someone were to say, would you pay 5 to play Power of the Dark Side? Yeah, I would. 5 to make your opponent sacrifice a unit? I would do it. Because it's as long as they have 1 unit, you're guaranteed the kill. So I'd pay 5 to do the same thing like a takedown would, right? Or sorry, a vanquish would, except this can kill a leader. So if someone says, yeah, hey, I finally got my Darth Vader in play or my Emperor Palpatine in play, that's all they have, okay, I'll pay 5 and kill it. You waited till turn 6 or turn 7 to play your guy? Like, I held on to this card just to kill you. So, M. Peterson, am I going to use dice or specialized tokens for damage, shields, and other? I'm a big specialized token fan. I'm literally looking at my bag of specialized tokens. I think I have 4 types of tokens or 5 for multiple Star Wars games from Team Covenant. I have other cards from Laser Gaming, from Laser Gaming. I definitely bought the Game Genic ones. I want to give those a try, but I do have a nice collection of acrylic tokens from a lot of games. So I'll probably highlight some of those and what I think and compare them to the Game Genic ones. But yeah, that's my plan. I think for the pre-release though, I may use a lot of the cardboard or I'll bring some tokens, or you may see me with some dice, like the +1/+1 dice from Magic. But yeah, that's a great question. We'll just take Power of the Dark Side. Yeah, that's my plan. Power of the Dark Side. Green. We'll take Academy Training for that +2/+2. Put that on a unit. And we'll take the 97 Legion, because if you're ramping, you're going to get a lot of resources and you're going to get them fast. And this guy hits hard for as many resources you have in play, which should be 7 by the time you play him. We'll take the 97 or Mon Mothma here. So let's take a look at end of pack 1. I think we're going to count out Jyn Erso. We're seeing pretty good. All these units are playable except Mon Mothma for us. So there's 8 units, 2 upgrades, and some events. We have no space, and we could use a lot more Imperial units. So let's hope for some TIE Fighters. Ooh, Agent Callus, Relentless Raider, and Snowtrooper Lieutenant. Ooh, these are all good. Callus gives us ambush and can draw a card when we take out a unique unit. Relentless Raider deals 2 damage when it enters to a base and 2 damage to a unit in play. Does the same thing when it leaves, so that's 4 damage. Snowtrooper Lieutenant. I'm going to take the Raiders. I like what we're doing with ramp. I think Raiders hits hard. I think it's a good card. Next, we have another Legion, Imperial Troopers. A cell block guard for that nice Sentinel early on. I'm going to go with the second Legion. I think the cell block guard will come back. Pick three. I don't know. Not sure what I'm thinking. Peterson, you asked me what I'm using. I would love to know what you're going to take. Are you going to use dice? Are you going to use just the cardboard counters at the pre-release? What are you thinking? I know you're a Magic player. You play a lot of other games as well. You must have a collection of dice that you enjoy using. All right, for this pack, I don't know. It's there's not much Imperial here. There's this nice Academy Training that's just going to bump up our guys. And we got Mercenary Company that has Ambush and Overwhelm. Not Imperial, but I do like it. Man, is our goal just to ramp early? That seems so weird, but we could do it. Let's take the training. I'm going to take another training. It's foil. All right, we have a Force Choke, but we haven't seen any Imperial units yet. Let's go ahead and take the first Legion Snowtrooper because it's Imperial, it's low cost, it's going to help us build. I think that's going to be great. And here we go. Admiral Piet, 2-drop Imperial unit, and each friendly non-leader unit that costs 6 or more gains ambush. Yes. You want to see something cool? You put that guy out and then you play Palpatine. And here we go. 7th Sister Imperial has Saboteur, so she can get past Sentinel and shields. And when she deals damage to the base, deal 3 damage to a ground unit your opponent controls. Play something like this and attack with her multiple times. Ooh, you'll have some fun. Another 97 Legion, a Death Star Stormtrooper, and a Ruthless Raider. We're going to take the Raiders. Next pack, Seasoned Shore Trooper really fits the build here. It's Imperial, it's a low drop, he gets stronger the more resources we have, and Tarkin makes him stronger. So yeah, it's the smart move. So here's a card I'm talking about, Keep Fighting. You play Keep Fighting on a card like Seventh Sister, as long as you don't put an upgrade on Sister, you can swing twice. That's pretty cool. Because we are playing a lot of ramp and our units are going to get pretty big, I shouldn't pick the Keep Fighting, so I'll just pick Resupply. But that's a fun thing to do. Peterson's going to bring a couple of colors of dice for now, unless they have some of the tokens at the shop. I'll get those, maybe. They may not have them on pre-release, but I know everyone's getting them by release, so I'll be picking up a few. Probably ordered way too many. I didn't need that many, but I usually buy a couple of sets of acrylic tokens I like. I'm gonna take, I don't know. I'll take another Academy training. I think that's 3 Academy trainings. I'm probably not gonna play that many. Let's take Power Failure. It's the one thing I'm worried about in a deck that is built upon Tarkin. Power Failure is the one thing that can just take all those experience tokens you built and get rid of them really easily. My advice, don't put all your eggs in one basket. No reason to play a Voltron if you can avoid it. Spread the love where you can. We'll take Steadfast Battalion and a resupply. And last is a Mando, Snapshot Reflexes. We're going to go into pack 3. Let's see what we have. Good amount of ground units. Our large units we ramp into are 97th Legion and Emperor Palpatine. I would love to see a Relentless or a Blizzard AT-AT Walker. Maybe an ATST would be great. We got double Ruthless Raiders. We really need some low-cost space units. I would love to start building that. Upgrades, I'm not too worried about, and events, it's okay. So I would love another Overwhelming Barrage or a Strike True, but I feel confident where we're at. Final pack. We got Veers to give all Imperial units +1/+1. Veers is also a target. As soon as you play it, that's what your opponents want to kill. I don't mind it. I don't mind that at all. Maximum Firepower is a kill event. As long as you have multiple Imperial units, you can really take advantage of this. I do have multiple Imperial units. I'm going to take Force Lightning. Big fan of Force Lightning. Been playtesting this a bit the other night. Had a lot of fun. I'm going to take it. We have two Force users. So I'm going to hope I pull a fifth brother, sorry. All right, next pack. Energy Conversion Lab. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to take the Conversion Lab. We'll take that ECL. Let's go for a little ramp or a little aggression here. Another Ruthless Raider. Yep, there really isn't anything else, so we'll take that. That's 3 Ruthless Raiders. I don't mind. Yes, a second Palpatine. Why not? I saw a resupply. I saw a Strike True, but that Palpatine looks good. All right, we finally have another Gladiator Star Destroyer. We don't have one, and we have Strike True. That's a great event. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go with so much ramp. We'll go with the Strike True. I really want to make sure I have answers for some stuff. And this works out. Another Gladiator Star Destroyer. We'll take that. Finally, we'll take a Maximum Firepower. Again, it's going to deal the damage we need as long as we have 2 Imperial units. And look who came back around. Another Super Laser Technician. We're okay if those die, so we'll take another Maximum Firepower, the original one that we passed. Let's take a second Yularen. Emperor's Legion isn't bad, but it's not always like where we're going. I'll take the Star Viper, I guess. Here I'll take Tag, because he's Imperial and he can bump up our troopers. Tactical Advantage, just because it's a green event, and another resupply. All right. As you can tell, I really favor green. So we got some good stuff here, and I think this will be fun. Double Emperor, and 4 Laser Technicians, and 3 resupplies. So we should be able to place this stuff pretty well. Let's see what we can build. A 30 card deck. I'll probably build 31 just because. Conversion Lab, I think I want to take. We have, I think, a good amount of low-cost units, and using him with Super Laser Technician, I don't mind either. So, we know we want these big guys. So, 97 Legion for sure, Piet's going to make the Legion have ambush. Yularen's going to kind of give us a little bit of health. Tag's going to make our troopers better, which... How many troopers do we have? Not many. 2? 3? 4? Not many. Let's take the technicians. They're probably all gonna die. We'll take Tag just in case. Shore Trooper. I'll come back for that battalion. Oh, you know what? Here's the problem. We're in green black. I can't play the ECL. I forgot. I gotta play red. That's why this is weird. Wow, I wasted a card pool. I'll remember that. I got too excited. Where were you? No one said anything. All right. That's okay. I wish I remembered what else was in that pool to see what I missed out on. But here we are. We want the Snow Troopers. We want Palpatine. And we want the Sister. All right, that's 16 units. That looks good to me. As far as space units, we're going to go with the Star Destroyer and all 3 Ruthless Raiders. This is going to give us Sentinel, which we don't have much of or at all. And Ruthless Raiders is going to help us continue to deal damage on the board. Let's go to events. For events, I want this Force Lightning. Overwhelming Barrage is a must. Firepower is firepower. So that's what we want it. 24 cards. What else can we do? Strike True for some damage. I'm going to add 2 resupplies. Gives us 3 more card slots. We got Academy Training and Fallen Lightsaber. Since we have 2 Force users, I'll grab the Lightsaber. Not that I mind putting this on anyone else. And let's go ahead and take the Siege Tank. I somehow missed that guy. And that leaves us 1 more unit. I guess I'll take 2 Academy Trainings. Let's play 31 cards. And then let's get to it. All right, 30-30. It's us versus Boba Fett. Hey, I think it's the first time I don't see Sabine in my first card. No mulligan for us. I'm a big fan of just playing with what you got. If I am mulliganing, it's because I'm being very intentional with what I want to show you guys. But this time I'm just going to accept fate, and I gotta make do. I have 3 Ruthless Raiders, and I have 2 97th Legions. Both do amazing things. Fallen Lightsaber and 7th Sister are good, but we're going to drop one of them. We're going to drop the 97th Legion. So we dropped the Legion just because he costs more than the Raiders. I know he can hit harder, but it's going to take us a little bit longer. Let's put out Yularen for right now, and we're going to take the initiative. Opponent plays Cartel Spacer. 2-drop that doesn't do anything if you don't have another yellow unit in play. And we gotta drop something. Raiders or 7th Sister. Let's drop Tag. None of these are troopers. Tag's a little bit better when you have troopers out in play. So we'll actually make Yularen tougher here. Pay 1 to give him a token. And guess what? We just got no good to me dead. Thanks a lot. We're gonna go ahead and pass. The reason why I'm passing is because I'd rather take the damage, I think, and then immediately heal with the Shore Trooper. Here comes that Cartel Spacer, hits us for 2. Opponent has a Mining Guild TIE Fighter out as well. Let's put out our Seasoned Shore Trooper. We'll heal 1. It's 29-30 our favor. So Yularen's great because he does heal every time you play a green unit. He's also 1 green aspect because if you're familiar with the lore, he was a Clone Wars commander, and then he got moved into ISB director. So he kind of went from like, I don't know, essentially kind of just went from like General Patton to eventually like the leader of like the KGB. That's kind of what it was. It's like, oh, you're a great war hero. Yeah, like you should keep our security secure. Okay, so that's what he did. He runs the KGB of Star Wars. He runs the KGB that investigates the KGB. So, I mean, he's a big deal. He's a big deal, but it makes sense why he's 1 green. All right, Emperor Palpatine and 7th Sister here. I know I want to kill this Super Laser Technician, so what do we get rid of? 7th Sister is going to take care of those ground units that are not in play. Do we drop the sister or do we drop Palpatine? I don't want to do either. 4 damage quicker. Yeah, we'll drop Palpatine. We have 2 Palpatines. We'll be okay. Here comes Snowtrooper Lieutenant. Targets Cartel Spacer, but it's not Imperial, so it doesn't get a bonus here. We'll go ahead and play our Super Laser Technician. He's green, so he's going to heal us. We're at 28. 28 to 30. Swing. No, let's use the action ability first. Give an experience token to a unit. See the Short Trooper first. We're at 27 after that hit from the TIE Fighter, but we're going to take out some units. First things first, Snowtrooper Lieutenant, just because he hits for 2 and has 2 health, he's out of here. AI takes the initiative. We're going to pass. Another super laser technician and a resupply. Ding, ding, ding. Let's see here. Let's drop the technician. That puts us at 5. We'll play the resupply, or we'll use super laser technician to get us to 6. That'll be great. Glad I took out that Snowtrooper Lieutenant, so we didn't get hit for more. Swing at the technician. Boba Fett will come out this turn, but that's okay. All right, so we can now play Tarkin. We had 5 or more resources. But I think I want to continue to have some fun here. What is the play? We'll swing with the Yularen first. He will die to Boba, so let's just do damage into the base. Mining Guild TIE Fighter is going to swing on us. He's going to draw a card. Smart move. It's 26 to 27. Their favor. We're going to pass. Here, okay, that's what I wanted to see. Boba Fett swings onto our base. Okay, no problem. We'll play the 7th Sister. We're going to put a experience counter on her with Grand Moff Tarkin. AI plays 7th Fleet Defender for that shield. That's all right. Let's give an experience token to 7th Sister. She's now a 4/7. Use an action ability to put Tarkin back into or to deploy Tarkin into play. Deploy him into the arena, I should say. We now have Tarkin out. We're going to swing on the base for 2. No reason to hit Boba Fett. Put another experience token on the 7th Sister. She's now a 6/8, and we're going to pass. So she's bigger. She can deal damage to units. I like it. We're going to drop the resupply, and look, we have Piet. I like that. Piet can come into play. Bounty Hunter crew comes in play with Ambush. They're going to return an event. It was probably that No Good to Me Dead. Yep, it was No Good to Me Dead. It's gone. Let's swing with Tarkin. I'll take out the Bounty Hunter crew, and we're going to put down another experience counter on 7th Sister. Boba Fett needs to swing so he can use the No Good to Me Dead, which he does not. We take 2 points of damage. It's 18 to 25. Let's try to even this up a little bit more. There we go. 6. 3 damage on Boba. Boba's hurt now, so he doesn't really want to attack our units so much. What can we do? We'll play... I really want to play a little bit more here, but I don't think we can. We should play it safe. Let's play the Raider now. Deal 2 damage to the base, 2 damage to a unit. We're going to pick the TIE Fighter. That's only going to prevent 1 damage from hitting us, but we're going to have the initiative. It's 17 to 11, their favor. We got Piet and another Relentless Raiders. Ooh, and a Force Lightning. Let's have some fun with some Force Lightning. You ready? Are you ready? How many resources do we got? 8? So Force Lightning, if you're unfamiliar, you pay 1, choose a unit, loses all abilities for the phase. Then if you control a Force unit, you may pay any number of resources and deal 2 damage. That's pretty cool. I just think that's great. So we got some options here. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's see here. I can kill Boba, no problem. But I really do want to take care of this 7th Fleet Defender, too. Boba needs 3 points of damage to die. The only thing that can do 3 is going to be Force Lightning and Strike True, just immediately. Right off the bat. And Force Lightning does it a little bit easier, honestly. But I have a feeling the opponent may play something big. And I don't want to make it too easy for them. So let's not make it easy. We're going to go ahead and kill Boba with Tarkin. Oh, he can't kill him. Dang it. I forgot. Can't kill him. That's my bad. That's my bad. For some reason I thought Tarkin had 4. But Tarkin had 4 damage. So we get hit with a surprise strike. Thank you for that. Dang, that was big. That was what I was worried about. That was what I was worried about. Let's, What is the play now? Strike true. We can't kill that defender. We can't kill the defender. We're going to take 3 points of damage. It's game over. That got us. That got us. I should have killed Boba Fett. Bad move, bad move. Force Lightning is not going to have that thing lose its shield. That's the problem. And this is doing different, all in one instance of damage. So the play is nothing. God, the surprise strike gets us no matter what. I'll swing now. Let's swing into the Cartel Spacer. Deals 4. Takes it out. And there it is. Yeah. Dang. Double surprise strike. Got me. Got me. That's 6 extra points of damage. Definitely enough. I could have killed the Boba Fett. It wouldn't have mattered, though. If I killed Boba, they would surprise strike with the Spacer. I would have gone for... I couldn't kill the Defender. If they surprise strike with the Defender, it would have been it. So I was definitely stuck either way. Great job. Great job, AI. Really got me there. So anyway, Boba's good. That's the theme of tonight. Boba's great. Let's run it back one more time. Who do they... Oh, Boba again. All right, Boba Green. Boba Green. Boba Green. All right, let's see. We got Yularen, we got Super Laser Technicians, and First Legion Snowtrooper. I like it. No mulligan for us. We'll drop the lightsaber and the 97 Legion right now. AI plays Underworld Thug. We're gonna drop Colonel Yularen, and we're gonna pass. AI takes the initiative. We both draw 2 cards. I'll drop a Yularen, I guess. Second Yularen. Ooh, Snapshot Reflexes coming in. Kills Yularen. There he goes. He's dead. He's dead now. Boba untaps the resource. Smart move. We can make the Snowtrooper a little tougher or get that Technician out. I'm going to go with the Technician. And now comes Veers. That punk. Underworld Thug, though, is non-Imperial, so he doesn't get the Veers bonus. No Veers bonus. I'm going to drop the Star Destroyer, I think. I'm going to drop that. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of somebody. We're going to start with the Underworld Thug, and we're going to go to 5 resources. That leaves Veers with that 3, and out comes Jabba the Hutt. No trick for them to return, though, so that works out. He's big, though. That 8 health is going to be hard for us to get through. Luckily, we got a Force Lightning and a 7th Sister. So maybe not this turn, but soon. But soon. We can also play Tarkin this turn. Alright, we'll play the Snowtrooper. Show me what you got, Veers. You going to go for the Snowtrooper? Smart move. Smart move. Really, it really is. That's what you should do. I'm not going to put Tarkin out. Let's take the initiative. The reason why I don't want to put Tarkin out, because it's kind of a waste. He's not going to do what we need him to do. We're going to play what are we at? 5. Let's play a Technician, and we'll play another Technician. Maybe we're lucky we'll play 97th Legion this turn. No, we won't play that this turn. What will we play? Probably nothing. We'll play the Technician. Let's see what the AI does. Plays a Swoop Racer. Okay. We'll go ahead and give an experience token to the Technician, so the AI probably won't kill it. Never mind. The AI wanted to kill it. That's fine. Give us a couple of more resources. Now, Boba Fett can come out this turn. So that's why I should have expected they were going to use it. I have nothing I can play except to put Tarkin, and there's nothing to protect Tarkin. So kind of stuck here. We're going to take the initiative. AI is going to go off. Oh my gosh. All right, they got one card in hand, and they have 7 points of damage to swing on me right now. It's going to be 23 to 30. No one has taken any damage until turn 4. I have 6 resources. I'll have 7 next turn. Where's Admiral Piet when I need it? None. Ooh, Palpatine. Palpatine's coming out. That'll be good. That'll be good. All right. We got to do something. Siege Tank, I think you're out. We're at 8. We're at 8. We got Palpatine out now. Okay, let's do it. Let's just play Palp. Deal 6 damage divided as we choose, so we can take out some things. First things first, it's going to be Veers, giving that bonus. He's out. Next, let's get rid of this shield. 1 damage there. Get rid of the TIE Fighter. It hits for 2. 1 damage there. That leaves me 3 damage left. I'm glad I'm not doing my math by myself. We can take out this, or we can take out the Swoop Racer. I think we're going to go for that Swoop Racer. It's out. Out comes a Greedo. Let's put out Tarkin so we can put some tokens on Palpatine. Got to keep him alive. Take 2 points of damage from that Jabba the Hutt. We're going to swing on Greedo with Grand Moff Tarkin. Make Emperor Palpatine now a 7/7, but he takes 2 damage because of Greedo's ability. Greedo discarded the top card of their deck and got a event. Got an event. Let's take the initiative. Hit me, Boba. You got no cards in hand, so I'm not worried about it. It's 14 to 30. Ooh, we're down by 16. Hey, look, another Palpatine. Let's drop that. Okay, we have Force Lightning. I'm definitely playing this right now. We're going to kill Boba Fett. 1 damage. You're going to lose everything. All right, so we got to do 7 points of damage. So we're going to say 4 resources. That's 8. There it is. 8 points of damage is gone. So I paid 5 to kill a leader. I'm all right with that. Swing with Tarkin first. Put the damage on Emperor Palpatine. Now remember, Palpatine has Overwhelm, so we can swing onto Jabba the Hutt, and the damage will carry over and hit the base. Boom. All right. So it's 25 to 12. I'm really worried about once Boba Fett grabs some surprise strikes here. Tempted to play Emperor Palpatine just to kill these units. It may happen. It may happen. We'll drop the resupply. Ooh, a strike true. Strike true. All right. Let's... I'm just going to do it. I'm going to swing with Palpatine now. Hit them for 8. They play an Asteroid Sanctuary. Okay. Oh, they got a shield again. Dang it. Getting tired of these shields, man. Tired of them. All right. That's how they want to play it, huh? Just really hoping I'd be able to take advantage of this Palpatine. All right. We'll strike true. Just get rid of the Outer Rim Headhunter. What are you going to play? Now they're Asteroid Sanctuary for that shield. All right, let's play 97 Legion then, because it's a 10-10. You're going to shield up. I'm going to hit you hard. We're going to lose if they play that surprise strike, but we go first. Nothing here can take care of 2 shields, I'll tell you that. Nothing. Palpatine's damage is all in 1 instance. Let's swing for 11 right now. Drop him to 6. You got 1 turn. If you don't surprise strike me, I win. They did not surprise strike me. Perfect. Swing with Palpatine. Hit for 8. Got it. We got it. We got there. We got there, everybody. That was great. That was already 2 games. My goal is only to ever play 2 games every time we draft, whether I lose or win, just to show some variety. Great time, honestly. I think I showed a little bit here. We're going to definitely be doing a little bit more this weekend with a Road to Pre-Release series where we focus on building SIL decks around Luke and Vader. And anyway, this was a great night. Wrapping up probably only about like 10 minutes earlier than I normally do. So if it feels short, I apologize. But I got other stuff coming in the works here, working on a few things. And if you have nothing to do Saturday morning, feel free to hop in, watch me stream some limited for practicing for sealed, practicing for pre-release, as we focus on cards that work really well with Vader and cards that work really well with Luke. Comment, like, subscribe, all that fun jazz. I love finding people's comments throughout the week. Love interacting as well. So really appreciate everyone being here, watching whether you were here the whole time or hopping in and out. You guys are great. Let me know what you're excited about in the comments, and I'll see you later.